Overall, as a sit-down exam, I would say no, I don't agree with it. The basic principle of grading children at that age, I do agree with. I do feel that there needs to be some grading system, because I feel that the children from the working backgrounds are going to be the ones that are going to suffer the most when the 11 plus is abolished, because the school system will become more elite and the grammar schools will only take paying pupils.
What made me do the 11 plus is I thought that it would give me a better education and get me into a good school.
I wanted to do the 11 plus because my big brother did the 11 plus and he was really smart, and I wanted to see if I could get up to his standard.
I've been principal in Holy Child Primary School for 16 years, and it's a long time. And during all of my teaching career, I've been involved with either primary 6 or 7, which means that quite a number of children over 31 years have went through my hands and to the 11 plus. I even remember the year when the 11 plus was put aside and we just had to grade pupils. But my experiences as a teacher are ones which took me from the heights of elation right down to the depths of depression, where if you had a really smart group of kids, the pressure was off you and you could do your best, just work hard, and you always got the results. On another time you would have a class who were not as gifted academically, but maybe gifted in so many other ways, and you would work your socks off and work extra hours and push children until they started to sleepwalk, until their hair started to fall out, until they became very black, their moods became very black and very emotionally highly strung. And at the end of the day, after all this hard work, children didn't get the results that they deserve for the work that they put on. So the exam disadvantages everybody.
For a start, she became isolated from her friends because she was one of those children who really had to work at keeping her level and her standard up. She did struggle with it. There were times she cried, and we discussed pulling her out of it altogether because we didn't want her to be unhappy about it. But at the same time, we felt that she had the ability. We knew that she had the ability within herself to do it, but her behaviour sometimes was distressing.
I thought it was hard and really stressful because I didn't think I was capable of doing the work and doing the test.
It's been a necessary evil in this country for the last 30-40 years, and it's there to facilitate the intake of students to grammar schools. Not every child obviously is capable of the standard of work needed for 11 plus, and yet the schools in the past have deemed it necessary to gear the work towards the passing of the 11 plus. I think this has been to the detriment of children whose capabilities lie in different skills and different directions, and I think the curriculum has suffered as such.
I've always been an opponent of 11 plus. This year in the school we only had one child who got a D. That child is a bright child who probably got something in there, maybe average low 60%. That would pass any other examination in the world.
It's the only test that I know where there is no actual pass mark. It's purely and simply to determine children who want to go to grammar schools. And the number of places at grammar schools will dictate the number of children who pass.
I didn't feel that I wanted her ending up within a comprehensive school system where all children were graded the same. That's why I'm not sure about the 11 plus being done away with altogether, because you have a system where the children who are in a lower education tier are going to be brought up to a middle level, and the children who are above average are going to be brought down to the middle level, which in turn means they're going to get bored, and the children in the middle, I see, just are going to be more or less forgotten about.
When all the exams and the studying were over, I felt relieved and that there was no pressure on me.
I was relieved when they were all over because I knew that I wouldn't have to spend my days and nights in the house and not having to be able to do homework for 4 hours every night and every day.
There has to be a different arrangement for post-primary education. Must there be schools that set up curriculum for children and the needs and the types of ways that children learn.
The way forward is to abolish the thing, to build up pupil profiles from the minute that children come into our nursery unit. So they're with us 8 years. So they're with us 8 years, we know them every scratch, every bruise. We know what they're good at, what they're not so good at, whether they can skip and jump and hop and smile and mix with other people. We know what they're good academically, we know maybe that they're fantastic at sport. We know the child inside and out, probably better than a lot of the parents. And the parents will cringe at that, but if we have a child for 8 years from 9 in the morning or sometimes 8 in the morning right through to 5, then you really get to know the child properly. You build up a profile, and then with the teacher's expertise and knowledge of the pupil, my own expertise and knowledge of the pupil, and obviously the main people in the whole equation, pupil and parents sitting down, a decision can be reached where the child should go.